We're talking now about the long-term outlook for rural economies with Damona Doye, our Extension Farm Management Specialist. And Damona, what are some of the things that people are telling you they're concerned about?
I think longer term people are concerned about uncertainty as well as volatility in the markets. And so uncertainty relates to not only policy such as the Farm Bill, but also what's going on in the global economies, whether we're coming out of the recession globally as we have stabilized in the U.S. or whether there's still more fallout to come.
And obviously drought plays into that as well, and it is in the mix, so to speak.
Sure, drought's more of a short-term concern, at least we hope, and that impacts decisions, but we have an upcoming conference in which we hope to focus more on the bigger picture and long-term outlook, focusing on things like globalization, the role of the Federal Reserve Bank and its policies on not only agriculture but also the rural economy in Oklahoma.
And you're helping to organize that conference. Tell us a little bit about it and some of the speakers and topics that people will be exposed to that day.
Okay, we're excited to host Richard Crowder, who's a distinguished alumnus from OSU. He's held a variety of interesting industry roles, but also served as the chief negotiator for the U.S. in trade policies. So he will be joining us to talk about globalization and its impacts on Oklahoma and agriculture. So I expect that he'll talk not only about what's going on in Europe, but also what's happening in China and Africa in terms of population growth, as well as the need for nutrition in those countries. And so that indirectly impacts us through our export markets, and certainly what's happening in the global economy impacts prices that our producers will receive. Another of our keynote speakers is Chad Wilkerson, who's at the Federal Reserve Bank in Kansas City, and so he'll be focusing more on domestic, but again it's impacted by global markets, but he'll be talking about things like inflation, manufacturing and its role in growth in the economy in our region, and things like that. In addition, we have a representative from the Environmental Protection Agency who will be talking about ag and the environment. And so that's another area of policy where producers often have concerns about what's going to change and how that might impact them. Bart Fisher, who works with Congressman Lucas and is the senior economist working on the Farm Bill negotiations, will also be joining us, and so it'll be interesting to see what kind of an update they have on that perspective.
Okay, and the conference is geared toward producers, people in the financial industry, a good mix come that day.
Right, all of the above. So people who are either trying to make decisions for the long term, people who advise producers, those in the ag industry. We're sending specific invitations to government agency people as well as agricultural lenders, cooperatives, and so on. So we hope that everybody will join us.
Okay, and where and when? The details on that?
November 9th is the actual conference. There'll be a reception on Thursday evening, the 8th, here in Stillwater at the Alumni Center. So we hope everybody will come.
Okay, Damona Doye, thanks a lot. And for more information on the Rural Economic Outlook Conference, you can just go to our website, sunup.okstate.edu.